All right, we're going to learn our new sight words for the week. So make sure you have paper and a pencil that you can write them down, or if you have index cards so you can practice them every day. Our first word we talk a lot about when we do Venn diagrams, because we find things that are the same and then we find things that are what? Different. So this word it's very long, but I see words in here that I know. The first word that I see that I know is if. And I kind of hear it when they say the word different. So the first part is diff, except that has two F's. So you have to remember that that's two F's in different. And then Now we know Bossy R says ER. And then the end is ent. Different. So there's like 3 ways that we can break this word apart. Different. This is a very long word. So this is a word that we should be practicing every day. Let's count to see how many letters are in the word different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 letters in the word different. So that's tricky. Let's see the sentence. These friends help sort things in different bins. So there's 3 different bins and they're sorting them in the right bin. So it looks like they're doing plastic, cans, and metal. Okay. So different means not the same. And look, there's that Venn diagram. So the middle is the things that are the same, and the outside are things that are different. So in this case, it says, think about your best friend. You might miss your best friend, right? Unless it's like your sister or your brother or your family member. And it says, how are you the same and how are you different? So it could be anything. It could be my best friend has curly hair and I have straight hair, right? So that's different. Think about one thing that is different before we spell this word out. All right, let's chant this one. All right, give me a D, give me an I, give me an F, give me an S, give me an E, give me an R, give me an E, give me an N, give me a T. What's that spell? Different. Very good. Next word. Ooh, there is a word. We actually had a word. Let me see if you remember, if I make this a little bit longer. We had this word before. We had hear. I remember we said that you hear with your ear, right? But now I'm going to get rid of that again and I'm going to make that an N. So what word does that make? Near. Near. I am near my dog because my dog is on the ground. So near. I have a water bottle near me. How many letters are in the word near? Good. There are 4. What if I do, wrong button. What if I do this? What does that make? Ear. Fear. What if I make it this word again? No, we did that one. What about this one? Sh, ear, sh, sheer. Sheer means it's like see-through. How about this one? You might use this at the top of your letter. D, d, Deer. Good. Gear. Like a gear like turns. But our sight word is, put this over here. Our sight word is near. And let's read the word. Read the sentence. This girl helps plant flowers near the porch. So this is her porch and she's planting it near. So near means close to, right? So let's see. I'm going to ask if you live near this place, and you're going to do a thumbs up if yes and a thumbs down if no. And all of our answers are going to be different. Okay, so do you live near a playground? I do, so I'm going to put my thumb up, but maybe you don't. Do you live near a farm? I don't, so I'm going to put my thumb down. Do you live near your school? So Paul Robeson, do you live near Paul Robeson? I don't, so I'm going to put my thumb down, but you probably do. How about a store? Do you live near a store? I do, so I'm going to put my thumb up. Awesome, awesome job. The word was near. Let's see, let's do this one in sign language. N E A R spells near. Next word is tricky because it's not one that you can sound out. You need to practice. This word is enough. Now, if you were to sound it out, you're going to hear the N and the E and the N. E and then enough, O-U-G-H, makes an F sound. So it's very tricky. O-U-G-H, you need to practice. Enough. Like we might be like, I've had enough time in my house. Like you're done. Is there enough paint for everyone? So is there enough for everyone to be able to do the work? So it means as much or as many as needed. So let's see. Do you have, so we're going to see, it's kind of the same thing. Do you have enough time to? Do you have enough time to draw a picture? Yes or no? I'm going to say yes because we're still in quarantine, right? So drawing a picture can be something that we have enough time to do since we maybe like after our homework. Okay? Do you have enough time to drink a glass of milk? I do because in the morning, I have enough time to drink my glass of milk because we don't really have anywhere to go. But if you're in the classroom and you come into school late, do you have enough time to get breakfast like in the classroom? Probably not, right? Do you have enough time to take a bath? Again, we're home, so you should be taking a bath. But when we're at school or when we're running around, we might not have enough time. We might have to do a quick little clean. So this word again is tricky. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters, but you only hear like 4 sounds. So this is when you need to practice. I'm sorry. So make sure you're writing this word down on your cards. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's spell it in the air. E N O U G H spells enough. Okay, so we might have seen this word. This word that I just wrote is story. So we read a story before math. So I see store. store. Now, this part of the word, IES, they got rid of the Y, see, and they added IES. That's because this is talking about more than one. So I might say, which one of these was your favorite stories? So you read many stories in school, right? Which one was your favorite? So this word is story. So if you know how to spell story, you should be pretty close to spelling stories. You just need to remember it's not just an S, it's IES. So it is another tricky one. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters. And there's a word in here that I know. Or. And it has that st, or, and then IES to make stories. They read silly stories to each other. And people, you can tell a story, right? So it says people tell stories about things that are make-believe or real, so fiction or nonfiction. And it says here, Martha likes to read scary stories. Which of these stories do you think she would read? So if she likes scary stories, thumbs up, thumbs down. Would she like a story about dragons? I would say yes, because usually the dragon is trying to get someone, right? So that's a little scary. What about monsters? If she likes scary stories, monsters, definitely thumbs up. That's scary. What about fluffy cats? Would she like a story about fluffy cats if she likes scary stories? No. What kind of stories do you like? I like stories about dogs. Why don't you think about what kind of story you like before we do this in sign language? All right. S T O R I E S spells stories. Next word. Oopsies. Right away, I see a word in here that I know. H-I spells high. Now, this word also says high, but it has that GH at the end. This is a homophone. Remember, we talked about two words that sound the same but mean something different. So HI means hi, how are you? HIGH means how high can you jump, right? Or how high is the sky? So you're only going to hear HI, you have to remember GH. Show me with your fingers how many letters are in high, like high, what's high above my head? Correct, there are 4. Let's read the sentence. The girl helped him swing high. So he's going high on the swing. So high means far above. What is something that's too high for you to reach? So Mrs. Greco is a little short. So I need a stool in order to get to some things because some of my cabinets in my kitchen are too high. What is something that's too high for you to reach? Think about it for a second. Okay, maybe tell someone that's in your room something that's too high. So this is another table and it says, which of these things are high and which are low? So when I say the thing, if it's high, you're going to do that. If it's low, you're going to go down. So the top of a mountain, and we just saw mountains because we've been talking about landforms. They have those pointy tops. Is that high or low? I would say it is high. You need to climb up the mountain. A flying airplane, high or low? We might not see as many out in the sky right now, but flying airplanes are high. They're high above your head. A submarine. A submarine is something that goes deep in the water to look at animals. So would that be high or low? That would be low because it's going deep down in the water. What about a tunnel? If you've ever been in a tunnel, like in the car, you go in through, it's actually going through water, but it's built under the ground. So if it's built under the ground, is that high or low? Yes, it is low. So high, remember that GH. Let's spell it with a big piece of chalk. So get your big piece of chalk. Mine is light pink. H I G H spells high. All right, next word. Well, we've had that word before. We should all know that word, all, right? So this is they get rid of one of the L's, and it still says all. Then we have this word. What word is that? Ways, ways, AY says A. So if you put it together, it says always. Oh, always, right? Like my computer is always on for you to email me. Always. She always helps her brother tie his shoes. So that's something she does all the time, right? So it means all the time. What is something you always do in the morning? Something I always do in the morning is eat breakfast. So what's something that you always do in the morning? It can be brushing your teeth, it can be getting dressed, it could be stretching, right? I always stretch when I get out of bed. Always. Something that always happens. Happening all the time. All right, so say your sentence loud and proud. I always blank. And let's spell this on the table. So if you look, I'm going to be spelling it down here. A L W A Y S spells always. So another word that we've seen in math, and we might have had, I think we've had this word, is this number, 1. I see all the letters for 1 in here, but there's a C in there. It's tricking me. This is the word once. Once. So I see the word on, but it doesn't say once. Once, this is a tricky word because you cannot sound it out. I hear a W, right? But if you know how to spell one, O-N-E, and then just add that C, and it means once, like you might hear in a story, once upon a time. Or it means as soon as. So once I'm done with my homework, then I can have a snack, right? So the boys cleaned up once they were done. So right away, they cleaned up. I'm sorry, they ate their dinner and then they cleaned up once they were done. Ooh, once I am old enough, I want to. What is something that you can't wait to do when you're old enough? So maybe once I'm old enough, I want to drive, right? That might be something you say, I drive, but, or once I'm old enough, I want to travel. Maybe you want to go to different places in the world. Or once I am old enough, I want to maybe be a mom or be a dad, right? So that's when you get older. Once. So another tricky one. I really hope you're writing these words down. There are 4 letters in once. Give me an O. Give me an N. Give me a C. Give me an E. What's that spell? Once. And the last one, we should all know this word, and it makes me happy. So you can sound this one out. App, but 2 P's. Hap, and then the Y sounds like an E, so you have to remember. But we've had city, we've had country, so we should know that Y ends with a, I'm sorry, happy ends with a Y and not an E, right? So happy, we all know what happy means, right? She was happy to help wash the dog. Happy means feeling joy or pleasure. So, are you happy that you're home or do you wish you were at school? Me, I wish I was at school because I miss all of you. So that makes me sad. So let's think of some things that make us happy since we're home. So things that make me happy. I want you to think of some things that make you happy. So my dog makes me happy, right? My nice weather makes me happy because I'm able to go outside and play in my backyard, or go for a walk with my dogs. My husband makes me happy, and my family and my friends make me happy. So, what are some things like that make you happy? There's so many different things. Maybe your favorite game, maybe your favorite TV show, anything that makes you happy. I want you to say it. All right, happy. And show me a happy face. Very good. There are 5 letters in happy, and we are going to write it in the air. H with a big smile. A, P, P, Y spells happy. All right, so these are your 8 sight words for the week. I really hope you wrote them down. If not, I would watch it again, write them on paper or on little cards so you can practice them and spell them every day. All right.